Well, guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk about a story that broke a couple of days ago, and a lot of people are talking about it. Some of you guys have sent this to me in my email, and I'll talk about it and give you my honest opinion of what I think is going on here. And what I'm talking about is this American airline fiasco, where multiple black men were taken off of the plane, and three of the black men are telling their story on national TV. They've been on a couple of morning news shows, and they've spoke to the media several times about their displeasure in American Airlines singling them out among other black passengers and removing them off the plane temporarily, causing a 1 hour delay before letting them get back on the plane and leaving, to get to their destination. And they were supposed to be flying from Phoenix, Arizona, back to New York. And I can guarantee you that was an uncomfortable flight after all of that stuff ensued. Under no circumstances should people be singled out without any type of real explanation. And I think this is where American Airlines really messed up. A lot of people are calling this racist and all this other stuff. I'll explain why I don't think it's that. And just hear me out before you attack me in the comments section. Check out this short video.
3 black passengers suing American Airlines today, alleging they were victims of racial discrimination. I want to show you some video of what happened here. A group of men rounded up on the jet bridge after being temporarily removed from that American flight from Phoenix to New York. According to the suit, they say airline employees suggested that a complaint about body odor is what prompted their removal. The men say that was not true. Some of them sat down with CBS earlier today.
As I got my things and walked to the front of the plane and made a left to the jet bridge, I noticed that there was 7 other black men. And that kind of was like, okay, what's happening here?
I want to bring in Emily Aketa now, who's got more on this. Okay, so what was happening here? What are the allegations?
So I'll say this. I've got the lawsuit here with me. It's certainly not mincing words here, accusing American Airlines of blatant and egregious race discrimination. And of the 8 men who were all black, who apparently were forced off of the plane, 3 of them are now suing, and you're seeing them on your screen. Alvin Jackson, Emmanuel Jean Joseph, and Xavier Reveal. By the way, they did not know each other before this January incident. They weren't sitting near each other, and they didn't even learn about why they were being asked to get out of their seat until after the fact. They learned that there was a complaint over body odor. And I think we had gotten our hands on some of the cell phone videos of the incident, and you really, their sense of disbelief and confusion and frustration is really quite palpable. You can hear comments like, we're the only ones getting taken off the plane. Look at us. I paid for the flight just like everybody else. Here's more from their interview with CBS.
It's almost inconceivable to come up with an explanation for that other than the color of their skin, particularly since they didn't know each other, they weren't sitting near each other. It seems fairly apparent that race was part of this dynamic.
So after they were forced off of the plane and they were
the complaint America allegedly was body odor. That's why
body odor, and they said that that was not a thing. Well, then they were let back on the plane, and they ended up taking the same flight back to JFK, and it was just an hour delayed. So
what is American Airlines saying about all this?
Yeah, so one thing I will point out is that there are a number of airlines that have policies around body odor. I was looking on American Airlines website, for instance, that says to ensure a safe environment for everyone, you must be respectful that your odor isn't offensive. But again, the lawsuit alleges they didn't have body odor, and they also pointed out that this appeared to be all black male passengers. All of the black male passengers on the plane had been asked to get off the plane. American Airlines sharing this statement with us. We take all claims of discrimination very seriously, going on to say our teams are currently investigating the matter as the claims do not reflect our core values. The lawsuit also goes on to say that they do not believe this is an isolated incident. They point out in 2017 when the NAACP issued a travel advisory against American Airlines, warning black passengers of a recent string of what they said possible racial bias incidents. That travel advisory had been lifted some 8 or 9 months later, and the airline had invited the NAACP to tour their headquarters. So.
Wow. Emily Aketa, thank you for staying on top of this one. Keep us posted.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's the story. And first thing first, these guys right here, got a hell of a reason to sue. So I don't take nothing away from them. My only question is, how come the other 7 people didn't sue as well? Or, lawsuits may be coming. But I mean, for you to be singled out, and it makes it look like it's the color of your skin because you the only, everybody that look like you is pulled off the plane. It's not only embarrassing, but it's can be taken as demeaning as well. You have to give me a appropriate reason for why all of us are getting off the plane. We don't know each other, forced to stand there and delay this plane 1 hour, all because you say somebody stink. That makes no sense. I don't know if they sent a representative to talk to them and give them a reason for that. But I mean, American Airlines looks stupid as hell. This is a $7.55 billion company. And I'm gonna tell you something, the one thing an airline does not like is negative press, whether it's people acting up in their airports and getting tased or getting arrested by police, and these videos are getting put on YouTube, or anything such as this, where it makes the company look like their customers who drive this business are not important. I want you to think about this. This companies like this that rely on strangers and customers coming to and fro en masse, things will happen. But they need to have definite reasons why they delayed flights, caused a big uproar for not only these people of color, but the people that was on the plane ready to go home as well. These guys got a legitimate gripe. I don't think it's racism. I think it could be one of a few things, and I'm gonna just run some of them down to you. Number one, they could, when they was complaining about body odor, they used that as an excuse to get certain people off. You know what I'm saying? But it backfired. Just like their sales stuff, you know, with them presently, where their stock dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because their sales strategy failed. American Airlines, a lot of people with American Airlines, a lot of people is give and take with the service you get. They don't have good customer service sometimes. I showed that when I had a 10 hour delay trying to get to North Carolina and wasted one of my days, even getting out there. But anyway, it's not about their service or anything like that. But what it's about is this. They're going to pay a settlement. They're going to settle. These people are going to get paid. And a lot of times when stuff like this happens, they try to offer you frequent flyer miles. People don't catch planes like that a lot of times. So that's null and void. I'm going to tell you another thing, some advice to them folks out there. If they want to pay you in stock, airplane stock, don't take it. Because I'm telling you, airline is not a real good investment to make. This company right here, President, don't even have a dividend. But anyway, we'll get past that. That's one reason. I don't think they had good representation of why they could say, oh, somebody stink. Now, they do have policies that say, yo, you stink and you're offensive. Your body odor is offensive. People don't pay to go on hours-long flights and multiple-hour flights to smell you. That's not their responsibility. They do have the right to get you off the plane. If you want to talk about smoke, smell or anything like that, you got to give me a reason. So I've been on planes where people smell like marijuana smoke, cigarette smoke real bad, and still get on the plane. So that right there, I'm throwing it off. Another thing is they might have an issue with one of them black folk didn't know who it was and told everybody to get off the plane using the body odor as a premise. I think, honestly, that body odor thing is more viable for them to fight a lawsuit because they have policies in place for body odor. And they can say, oh, we took everybody off because we were trying to find out who it was. Come to find out the claims was false because another customer made a complaint and we had to do the delay. I'm telling you, these are not $7 billion companies for no reason. They have lawyers. They know how to play this game. Most likely, this thing came out and they put the R word behind it, racism. It's not a good look, especially with the timing being that their stock been plummeted, I think 13% in the past couple of days. So the timing is, lined up. They'll make a quick settlement with these folks, I believe. But either way, man, you don't just pull everybody out and not give them a reasonable explanation. So say, oh, you know what, sorry about it. Don't worry about it. Just skip the plane. We'll take care of you next time. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? If they had an issue and they didn't know who was who, when they said a black guy, yeah, they pull them all off the plane. But I mean, I didn't see no security there. I didn't see no police saying, okay, look, this is an investigation. It's going to be hard for them to explain this. And they look bad. They look bad. So I don't know what it was that make them pull them up, but they wouldn't make it like they didn't want to single a certain person, but they pulled a certain group off. That's unacceptable. What y'all think? Leave a comment, man. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I think they had an underlying plan that they're not talking about. You know, because you got to always remember, this is an airline. The safety of everybody is paramount, no matter how you feel about it or what is done to ensure that their safety is out there. So unless this is a safety issue, they ain't got a dog in the fight. It's over. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think.